Hey guys, welcome back to Diavel TV. We are now on our fourth episode of our MyGM WWE 2K25 playthrough. As you can see, we are sitting currently in third place behind Ava of WCW and Shawn Michaels of NXT. Still handily in the lead in terms of budget, but that is only because we got our contract money back from Roman when he tastefully departed our brand last week because, for unknown reasons, he was upset about being injured and being off the card. So first and foremost, the first thing we're going to have to do today is we are going to have to take a look at a potential replacement for Roman. So let's see what we can do in the talent scout portion. So Roman was one of the top faces of our brand. So I am going to take a look at some male faces that could potentially fill that void, because we're definitely going to need it right now. Our roster is out of whack in terms of the balance. So let's see what we can potentially pick up. Randy, Tommaso. Honestly, I think Randy's going to be a good option. And I don't really have the luxury of waiting to keep doing this every week to try to find a replacement. So currently, I think we're just north of $400,000 in total budget. So if I sign Randy for 10 weeks at 161, yeah, sure, that'll be a little bit of a dent. But in that 10 weeks before Randy comes up for any form of a renewal, I might be able to pick up a power card or two. Well, actually, the season's only 15 weeks long. Let's do something like maybe 7 weeks, because even still in that 7-week time frame, we should be able to accumulate enough money to maybe extend him to the end of the season, to the WrestleMania, and not have it sting so bad. And then again, we could potentially pick up a power card or two to extend that contract. So, Randy, welcome to the brand. Sign Randy for 124. That will be an absolute yes. Okay, so that worked out. And it looks like we have a perk for Kelani. Gain one random power card at the start of every season while the superstar is on your roster. This superstar loses 2 less. Okay, we're definitely going to do the stamina option because, again, I value stamina. We want to be able to make sure that she's able to get in a lot of matches, especially since her popularity is low and currently her stamina is very low. I would assume it's probably the lowest on the entire brand. So I'm okay with that. Show logistics, can I upgrade? I have 5 assets. If I wait 1 more week, I can upgrade to the wrestling center. Or I can get a tier 3 backstage crew or upgrade both of my basic effects and local signage to level 2. No, I think I'm actually going to wait until next week to see if I can do anything with that. Before we book, do we have any open promises? No, we do not. Our commissioner goal, ensure that Wesley fights this week for a bad timing power card. Select an opposing brand. Next week, one of their contracts will be reduced by 2 weeks. That doesn't really help much, but I'm pretty confident I'll be able to satisfy that and have that card in our back pocket. So our newest rivalry, Cody Rhodes and Braun Breaker for the US title, that's going to be our main event. We're looking good on stamina, so I think we're going to make this an Extreme Rules match to main event the card. Let's try to put a tag team together. Our women's staminas are absolutely horrible, so we're not going to do that. We'll most likely give them a rest. Let's try our men's tag. That's good. Okay, their staminas are great. Then we get Wesley on the card to satisfy the commissioner goal, and then we can make this possibly I don't want to go too crazy here with the match types because I do want to conserve some of our budget. So maybe we make this in a TLC. Can make this a TLC match. So they all do still have good stamina. I'm concerned with Trick and Oba for next week. They will be low, but we could probably do a Wes and Carmelo one-on-one match if we need a filler, and then give Trick and Oba the week off. So that works. Now, we do have the capability now, since Alexa and Jade's feud is now over. We do have the capability now to do Alexa and Charlotte in a new rivalry for the title. However, their staminas are not the greatest right now, currently. So I'm going to simply do a call out to see if we can spark a rivalry here in this between Alexa and Charlotte. So that will stay as a promo. I will need a women's match on the card. So Cora. Again, all my women have very, very low stamina. So whatever I do is going to have to be a normal match, and we just pray we don't get an injury. Do I have a pre-match physio card? I do have a pre-match physio card. So I'm going to put in Alba because she has high stamina, and then I need a face that could go against her, and that's going to be Jade. This can actually be the start of a new rivalry. A new rivalry for Jade. She came up a little bit short against Alexa for the title. So Alba and Jade will be our next one-on-one women's feud, along with Alexa and Charlotte. But before I forget, let's put that pre-match physio card on Jade, and that hopefully will prevent her from getting any form of injury. And then we can progress that feud starting next week with a promo or something, but we'll see. Who do we have left that is good stamina? Okay, so this is going to be interesting, because now I can either do, a Finn versus Randy Orton, or a Randy Orton versus Logan. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start this rivalry. We're going to do Finn Balor. We're going to do Randy Orton. This is going to be a submission match because I want to start this rivalry, and we'll see what happens there. We can do a call out for a secondary male one-on-one rivalry. We could do Luke Gallows versus Logan Paul. Okay, I'm okay with that. I do want to get, so Luke has the low popularity of the two, but I do still want to get Logan's popularity up, so we can do that. Put him in the self-promo. Okay, so final look at our card. I do like what I'm seeing. It's kind of a costly show, $68,500, but we do have some ground to make up, and I'm comfortable that we should still be able to see a net positive, even if it is small. So I'm okay. I'm comfortable booking this as it is. So we did fulfill our commissioner goal, and again, we have no open promises. So let's go ahead and book this show. All right, so our first match, TLC match, tag team for the titles, Wesley and Trick versus Oba and Carmelo. Wesley and Trick retain, 4.5-star match. Fantastic. That's great. Couldn't ask for anything better. Nothing happening with the rivalry between Alexa and Charlotte. One-on-one match between Alba and Jade. Normal match. Jade wins. 2 stars, no rivalry. That sucks, but that's okay. So the Luke and Logan rivalry has progressed to a level 1, so that's great. Finn Balor versus Randy Orton in a submission match. Randy wins. Welcome to SmackDown. 2.5 stars. Starts that rivalry at a level 1, so that's nice. Logan +1 popularity increase, and then our Extreme Rules main event between Cody and Braun. Wow, okay, so Braun wins, takes the title, and that rivalry grows to a level 2. Okay. You know what? I just realized what I did here. Because our men's Universal title was vacant, I accidentally put this as a Universal title match as opposed to a US title match. So now this rivalry is champion versus champion until it blows off. which honestly isn't a bad thing, but not really what I wanted to do this early on in the season, but we will make do. But that was a good match, and it did start a rivalry, so that's perfectly fine. Okay, so we absolutely destroyed everybody in the opener. We won the main event as well. Came in second place in the first mid-card and came in second place on the second mid-card. So I have high hopes for this. Let's see how we did. So, not as many fans as I wanted. Plus 28,000 fans and plus $14,000. So we did stay net positive. That's good. Let's see, Mutiny plus 16,000. NXT plus 18,000. And WCW plus 36,000. So we came in second place for fans. So, you know, I can take that. I thought we would have done a little bit better. Somehow WCW got 10,000 more than the next highest person. Don't understand how that works, but hey, whatever. Rock bottom prices. All match costs will be discounted by 50% this week. Okay, fantastic. We're going to keep that for a PLE or a go-home show. So then we can absolutely load that card with some decent matches for some higher quality. So currently, we are still in third. All right, we are trailing Miss Elizabeth by about 35,000 fans, and then we are trailing Shawn by just about the same, because Shawn and Ava are pretty close up there at the top. In terms of budget, Mr. Fuji has the highest budget. We are second. Ava is third, and Shawn is fourth. So it looks like we are getting to kind of a steady state, so we will be starting to spend some money going forward the next couple weeks. To JC Jane, the shows have been going great, Elizabeth, but I think it's time we had a show in a bigger venue. I completely agree. That is actually something that we were going to do first and foremost this week, so I am going to upgrade that venue once we're done here. That's great to hear. I'm super excited to perform. No problem. Hey, over the weekend, Sikoa got into some trouble. I won't say what he did, but we're giving him a 3-week suspension. Take better care of your stars' morale so they don't take things too far in the future. Okay, this could definitely be worse. I don't really have anything immediately for Solo to do, so a 3-week break isn't the end of the world. So my promises, I did promise JC a show at a Tier 3 arena or better, so let's go ahead and do that right now. We have 6 assets, it's $150K to upgrade this, so let's go ahead. And then our commissioner goal is have an underground match this week for an I Know a Guy power card. Immediately gain 10 talent scout points. That would have been good to have when we went to sign Randy to look for a Roman Reigns replacement. We'll see. I'm not committing to that one just yet. Okay. So our stamina should be a little bit better this week as opposed to last. So what I want to do, actually that wouldn't make sense because everyone in here were in rivalries with each other, and now all the rivalries on cooldown, so that wouldn't work for ratings. So that would probably be a poor show. So let's see what we can do here with some of the pre-existing rivalries that we have. So Finn and Randy for sure, and then Logan and Luke. Okay, we can do that of a fatal 4-way because we're going to load this card with our people to make sure that they're on it. Fatal 4-way gauntlet match. I don't want to play with everyone's. Actually, you know what? No, I could do a gauntlet match. I want to try that out. Everyone has pretty good stamina, so let's do that. Let's try out the gauntlet match for the first time in this series and see what happens there. So Oba, decent stamina. I am going to put Kelani against JC, just kind of maybe as a filler match on the mid card. Okay, we could probably grow that rivalry to a level 3, and then I also want to work on Kelani's popularity. Braun and Cody, we're not going to put on the card. We are probably going to put that into a call out, with Braun calling out Cody. Our first match, Core versus Gigi, and we can do a special guest referee. don't really see a bonus here, so we're not going to do that. Let's do an Extreme Rules just to keep it simple, and hopefully that will get their rivalry to a level 4. That's something we could pay off at the Go Home show coming up. And then our main event of the night, I think actually I might want to do another men's tag, because we do have a lot of stamina to work with these guys. Not so much with Trick, but okay, no. So we're not actually going to do that because this rivalry is now stale. So that's going to have to be something that gets blown off at the pay-per-view. So there goes that idea. What I could probably do is a women's tag team instead of that fatal 4-way. Like for example, an Alexa and Alba against Charlotte and Jade. Now this would obviously not be a title match, and I don't feel comfortable having that in the main event. So let's move that up, and let's have this gauntlet match be our main event. So for our remaining promos, I don't think it's worth doing any individual callouts. So let's work on some popularity. Get Oba a self promo, and then we'll get Wesley a self promo as well. So I'm not going to get this card, I'm not going to have an underground match, or maybe we make this an underground match. The stamina cost is high on that, so we're not going to do that. And I don't believe you can do it with tag teams. You cannot. So this is going to be a risky show, but I think I'm comfortable enough with this. Let's see what we have for Trick in terms of perk before we move on. Basic popularity and basic power card. We're going to go popularity, so every time he appears in a match, that's a guaranteed +1 popularity. So let's do that. That will help grow him long term. So I'm okay with that. Now let's go ahead and book this show. 53,000. Okay, first match, Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan, Extreme Rules match. 3.5 stars, hopefully. 3 stars, okay. So that brings that rivalry to a level 4. Okay, that's good. That's something we could blow off at a pay-per-view. Rivalry grows to level 3 between Braun and Cody. Kelani and JC in a normal match. Not very high expectations here. So only 2 stars, but that rivalry grows. Obafemi self-promo, 1 popularity increase. Our random women's tag team match just to get these ladies on the card. So Charlotte and Jade win, and that actually starts a rivalry between them. Interesting. Okay, so that was a pretty poor match, but that's okay. And I'm very curious to see how this one plays out. Our first ever gauntlet match in WWE 2K25, Finn, Randy, Logan, and Luke. Luke Gallows. So both rivalries grow. That's great. It doesn't seem like we got any injuries, so that's good too. I will be curious to see their stamina levels when we open up next week. So hopefully it's not too bad, and then I can continue using those guys. But very, very curious that Luke won that match over Finn, Randy, and Logan. But hey, I'll take it. So in the opener, we came in second. Mid-card, we came in third. Mid-card, second mid-card, we came in second. And then main event, we actually came in last. Okay. So Kaiser and Axiom injured 3 weeks each. Berto injured 4 weeks. Okay. So a couple brands came away with some injuries while we did not, so I'll take that as a win. But we got plus 21,000 fans, plus $45,000. Okay, that's okay. NXT 20,000, basically the same thing. NXT 21,000, and then WCW plus 38,000 for WCW. What are they doing over there to make it that they have 10,000 more fans every week over everybody else? Veto random superstar. Prevents a random superstar from an opposing brand from competing in next week's show. We already know who I'm using that against. That is going to be Shawn Michaels. That's going to get the end of that stick, but I'm going to keep that in the back pocket, and we're going to do it a little bit strategically. Triple H, we've just brought in a new physical trainer on staff. He's worked with a ton of major sports brands, cutting edge stuff. We can loan him to your brand to help train some of your superstars to help them recharge and recover most of their stamina. They will have to sit out a show though. You can have him long enough to train Jade Cargill and Gigi Dolan for $30K. I'd also be willing to bend the rules and lend him to you to train just one of those two for free. Your call. So I can do both for $30,000 or one of them for free. So I'm gonna have him train Jade, because as far as I know, her stamina was lower, and not to mention she's in the main event picture, so we need to make sure she's good to go. JC Jane, love performing on a bigger stage this week. It's about time some proper fans got to see the biggest talent. Yeah, whatever. I think you should put me in a match with Cargill. Trust me on this. You just had a rivalry with Jade. Now you want to go against her again? I think I could probably make that happen eventually. Huge to the moon card. Can only be used on superstars with 60 popularity plus 15 popularity to a superstar after the next match. Huge. So we are going to have a tornado tag on this card, I hope. We do have some individuals who we can get some perks from, so that's an added bonus. Basic stamina, basic popularity. Cora, you're good for popularity, you're not good for stamina, so I think long-term stamina is a better play. We get Cora on the card regularly, so I'm not concerned about maintaining that popularity. Now Logan, basic popularity, basic morale, we're definitely going popularity, because we need to grow Logan into a potential main eventer for this brand. And now Gigi, choose from morale and stamina. So we're going to go for stamina for Gigi as well. Okay, that should do it there. You know, one thing that I was thinking about is we're show 13 out of 25, so we're halfway to the end of season 1. I think that it is time to at least start exploring this Mega Power card. So kind of just to recap, the Mega Power card is select a superstar on your brand and immediately max out their popularity, stamina, and morale. So if we go to use this, you'd most likely see the biggest benefit if you applied this to somebody who is lower on your brand's roster. Somebody like an Obafemi, a Logan Paul, which honestly might not be the worst idea. A Gigi Dolan, Luke Gallows, even a Kelani Jordan, which honestly might not be the worst idea either. If we want to immediately push Kelani as a top star on the brand, we could definitely do that. Ooh, this is a tough call, because this could go either very right or very, very, very wrong. I'm going to use this card on Kelani Jordan. And then once, my logic here is that once these top level feuds are blown off, then Kelani could jump immediately in with Alexa Bliss for the title, or a Jade Cargill if that's what we want to do, or an Alba Fire or a JC Jane or somebody at the top of the roster. Okay, Kelani, you are now the newest face of the entire SmackDown brand. No pressure whatsoever. So let's see what we can do with this. So Kelani and JC, we can do a one-on-one here. Obviously, I don't know if I want to do a one-on-one because this stamina is so good that I could potentially sacrifice it for a tornado tag, but that doesn't seem like that's going to happen here unless I have some. We could do this. We could definitely do this. Okay, JC Jane might be critical and might be a little sore next week, but we can use this to fulfill our tornado tag requirement, and then maybe, no, there's no one-on-one rivalries, but maybe we can make one. Alexa and Alba in a title feud, we could definitely look at that. JC Jane's feuding with Kelani, and then we have Charlotte. We also have Jade Cargill. Alexa and Charlotte, so then I don't have to turn Alba. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. We can try to get that off the ground. Let's do that. So, one-on-one Braun Cody title match. Let's get that booked so that this can grow to a level 4, and then we would have one more week of being able to put them two together at a level 4 before it goes stale. So let's do that. I think I want to open the show with that because the ladies have some pretty good popularity. Let's do who has some good stamina. Maybe this can be a tag team title match. Yep. Nope. I keep forgetting this rivalry is stale, so we can't do that. That will have to be at the pay-per-view. Logan and Luke, and then let's do Carmelo and Wes. Can we possibly do a triple threat with anybody else just to get people on the card? Okay, this is an idea. Just again, a way to get people involved. So Carmelo and Wes, they have a rivalry going already. So if we make this match a triple threat, add in Finn Balor, then we can add in interference from Randy Orton on Finn Balor because they have a rivalry ongoing as well. So this could potentially have feud implications for 2 feuds. However, the trade-off is I don't anticipate this being a very, very good match. So let's get a call out maybe between Oba and Trick. They both have absolutely horrendous mic skill, so we'll see what happens there. And then we can do self promos for the remaining superstars on the brand. I'm gonna make this a tables match just for that tables match or an Extreme Rules. It's gonna be a tables match. I know it's not gonna be much of a bonus, but I do still want to get that bonus. Power cards, dropping bars, no holds barred. One randomly booked Iron Man match. No, don't care much about that. Okay, so we will be upgrading some more logistics next week when I get another asset. So for now, let's book this show. All right, our first match, our tornado tag, Kelani and Charlotte against JC and Alba. Kelani and Charlotte win. 3.5 stars, fantastic. All right, weak promo, nothing happening there. Logan versus Luke. 3 stars. Nothing happens with the rivalry, but that's okay. And ooh, ow, that hurts. Gigi's popularity actually goes down 1 for a weak promo. That's less than ideal. So our triple threat match, don't know how this one's going to turn out. Carmelo versus Wes versus Finn with a Randy Orton run-in. So Finn Balor wins. Only 1.5 stars and nothing happens with either rivalry. So 0 popularity increase for Obafemi. So we kind of struck out on our self promos this week. And then our main event, Braun Breaker versus Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes wins and is now effectively a double champion because he now holds both titles. Okay, so that rivalry grows to a level 4. I think when I blow that rivalry off, I have to make sure that Braun wins in that I'm able to split those titles up, because I don't want to have Cody as a double champion. That just takes away from the rest of the card, rest of the roster, and makes it one less opportunity to have a championship title match on your card, which will hurt the ratings. All right. So it looks like we won across the board except for our second mid card. That's okay. Let's check the other shows. Any injuries? Becky Lynch gone for 6 weeks. Okay. Plus 27,000 fans, plus $57,000. I will take that any day of the week. We are steadily growing this budget. Mutiny 23,000, NXT 20,000, and WCW finally doesn't break 30,000 fans, and they're sitting there at 20,000. So we did win that week, and we did get a To The Moon Power card, which is going to be huge. I am going to use this. I don't know on who yet, but I am going to use it. And look at that. Ava has usurped Shawn. Ava is currently in first place. Shawn is in second, and we are in third. All right, we are about 45,000 fans short of Ava, and about just under 30,000 short of Shawn. Okay, so we are in pretty good shape. We do have some catching up to do, but honestly, at this point, Ava can win all she wants. As long as I beat Shawn, that is really all that I care about, and all that you guys should care about too, after what he's put us through. So Alba Fire says, "Hey Elizabeth, you've seen the work I'm putting in, but I know I can do more for the brand. I'm ready to run a main event match, and I know the fans will be excited for it. This would mean a lot for my career. What do you say?" That screws up my plans, but maybe I can do it. Your stamina is kind of low, which sucks and will be restrictive as to what we can do. But we'll see. So Cody Rhodes, I'm really psyched for this upcoming PLE, so you just want to be on the card. Yeah, I can guarantee you can do it. I can guarantee you'll be on the card. Have at least one gauntlet eliminator match for a limited stock. I don't really care. We should have a new perk. This is for Carmelo. Basic injury reduced and basic morale. Do that injury card. I don't want to run into an injury bug. Okay. Show logistics. We can upgrade some fog effects that will get us more fans, and the local signage will get us more money. So I think we're going to immediately go with the tier 2 basic effects and get that out of the way. So we are in our go home show. So I'm going to save Cody and Braun for the mid card of the PLE, just to give them a week of rest to recoup that stamina, so that they can have a good match at the Cross Brand at Bad Blood. So we're not going to put that in the main, which honestly works because Alba Fire wanted a main event match, which I don't know. She doesn't have a rivalry going. She doesn't have a one-on-one rivalry going. So do I? Oh, this is gonna suck. So do I make the main event of the go home show a women's tag team? Make it a TLC. That'll knock all of them out except for Jade for next week at the minimum. But that's okay. They'll all be out off the show and hopefully can recuperate some of the stamina they're about to lose from this. Let's do. Oh, okay. Let's get this men's tag blown off, and let's get this out of the way. Okay. And then we can make this an Extreme Rules match. We'll have that open the show. And then Cora and Gigi, let's blow that off. Do I wanna maybe just start week 16 with an absolutely clean slate? Potentially. So let's do Kelani and JC, but her stamina's low. That is a low stamina for JC, but if we just do a one-on-one, it won't be the most entertaining match, but that's okay. Finally, let's do a fatal four-way between all of these guys. I remember it being pretty decent last time. Get everyone on the card. Braun's wrong. So Randy, Logan, and Luke. I don't think I want to make this a gauntlet eliminator match because the winner will lose some stamina, which, you know, honestly, but I also have to keep in mind, since I've lost both the opener and main event of both the previous cross-brand PLEs, I need to have a star available and ready to go for those matches to make sure that we actually win one. With that said, I still want to make this a gauntlet match because we need those rating boosts. Let's do self-promo for Cody, self-promo for Braun, and then... Right, Solo is on suspension, so we can't use him. Sorry, is this not a gauntlet eliminator match? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Okay, so they are two different things. Winner receives a +3 week contract extension. It's only good if you have a bunch of temporary superstars in a match together. So, you're basically fighting for a contract. So I am going to keep this as a regular gauntlet match. We're not going to satisfy this, but that's okay. I don't really care too much. Now our To the Moon power card. I do want to use this right now this week. I think we are going to put this on Cora Jade. Now hear me out. Cora Jade is about to blow off her feud with Gigi. That means she will not have a feud. Kelani is about to blow off her feud with who is she feuding with? With JC Jane. Meaning our top face female, Kelani, will be available to jump immediately into a feud with which should be one of our top heels in Cora Jade. So we are going to do that. Cora Jade. And then because next week is the cross brand, Shawn is getting bent over a barrel and shown the 50 states, and we are going to veto a random superstar from his roster. And you know what? Let's just do that too. Probably should have waited to use that, but hey, that's okay. And no, I don't have the staminas to make sure that all of these matches have different match types, so I'm not going to use that power card that we have. Let's go ahead and book this and cross our fingers for this main event. Alba, if you screw me over on this one, I swear you're fired. Okay. Extreme Rules match, tag team titles on the line. Wes and Trick retain, 3.5 stars, rivalry complete. So now we're going to have to put together a couple more tag team options to make sure that tag team division stays strong. Normal match, Kelani versus JC Jane. Kelani Jordan wins. 3.5 star, great match. Rivalry complete, perfect. No popularity increase for Braun, that's okay. Now our Fatal 4-Way Gauntlet match, Finn, Randy, Logan, and Luke. Remember last time Luke won this, and he wins again. This guy is a beast. All right, so it grows both rivalries, Gallows and Paul. Okay, so it only grows the Gallows and Paul rivalry. Finn and Randy stays the same, but man, the real news here is that Luke winning another Gauntlet Fatal 4-Way between some of the top guys on the brand. Good for him. Some bright things in his future. So one-on-one Cora Jade versus Gigi Dolan. Cora Jade picks up the win. That blows off the rivalry. Only a 2-star match, so that was a flop, but that's okay. And now our main event, this is where everything can go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. A TLC tag team match, Alba and Alexa against Charlotte and Jade. Concerned about the stamina levels after this, but we'll see. Alba and Alexa do pick up the win. Grows that rivalry, and it does not look like we picked up any injuries in that match, so that is good. See what the other brands have for us this week. Bunch of normals and a tornado tag. An Iron Man opener between Zelina and Tatum. Tatum is going to get injured. Tatum, right here, 16 stamina, going up in an Iron Man match. She's going to be injured for the rest of the year. What is Shawn Michaels doing? No wonder why nobody wants to work with you. You're killing your people. All right, not bad cards throughout. Yeah, so honestly, between the mid cards, I would say that we either won or we tied for first place. Our main event was only half a star shy of WCW and Ava for the top spot, so I think we should be able to make a push here. She didn't get injured. She has zero stamina. Zero stamina and didn't get injured, so they definitely put a pre-match physio card on her for that match, which is honestly kind of smart. And Chase, 3 weeks, so no real injuries of note. We gained 51,000 fans, Mutiny 43,000, NXT 54,000, and WCW 60,000. So I can steal 10% of fans from a show. Can't use that right now at the PLE, but that's okay. We will use that in the next coming weeks, most likely in the next episode leading up to the next pay-per-view. So in first place still we have Ava, 1.7 million, Shawn 1.68 million, and then us at 1.64 million. So we are about 53,000 away from first place Ava. So we do have a substantial amount of ground to cover. And then Mr. Fuji doesn't even warrant a discussion. He will remain in last for the entire season. Good thing that I'm seeing here, though, is that Rhea's finally being used on NXT Mutiny. So that's good. That's good. Apparently Mr. Fuji watched my last episode and decided to change things up. So now going into Bad Blood, our premium live event cross-brand. Solus Koa says, good to be back at SmackDown after that ridiculous suspension. You must be almost as angry as Triple H as I am. I can terminate Solo. So he's got 100 stamina and 52 popularity. I can terminate him for 81,000. Or I can basically do nothing. So his morale is already super pissed. He's very angry and probably doesn't want to be here. So most likely, if he loses another match, he's gonna want either a $100,000 bonus or he's just gonna flat out leave the show. I think I terminate him, and then potentially, if I need another superstar, I can grab another superstar from the talent scout for potentially cheaper. Okay. All right, so he is gone. Our budget is now up to 315,000. So Alexa, isn't it time you put me in a PLE event? These things come and go, but you never seem to use me. How about we end the disrespect tonight and finally give me my moment? Yeah, I don't know about that, honestly. Rest your female tag champions this week. We're going to do that because I really want that negotiation card for Randy Orton. Any other promises? Again, Alexa wants an appearance. Cody wants an appearance. Cody, you're definitely getting an appearance because you are going to be our mid-card, which I'm going to book right away just so I don't forget, against Braun. And this will be... this could be potentially very risky, but I think I want to do an ambulance match. And this will be for the US title. Do I have... I should have bought that fixed match card when I had the chance. No, I'm getting sidetracked here, but I want to get this out of the way. Basic injury. And then Oba with popularity. Absolutely. Okay. Sorry for that. Back to the show. So our ambulance match for the US Championship. Cody versus Braun. And then... Wait a minute. Alexa wants to be on the card. Or does she not care? And will a promo satisfy her need to be on this card? So she just wants to make an appearance. So this might actually work. If so, this will be huge, because not only will it satisfy that promise to her, but it will also hopefully kickstart a rivalry between Alexa and Kelani, which going forward has the potential to be an absolute banger of a rivalry, especially with the title on the line, with Kelani sitting at 100 popularity. So, okay, amazing. Let's do that. And you know what? While I'm on the topic, our main event is going to be a women's fatal 4-way backstage brawl. So we should put probably either Kelani or Jade into this match, but due to the 100 popularity, due to the 87 stamina, and the higher ring XP over Jade, Kelani is going to be our representative from SmackDown for the main event. And then our opener, so I kind of did things backwards. Our opener is a men's fatal 4-way Hell in a Cell. And the match reward Boiling Point, immediately increase all rivalries on your brand by 1 level. That could definitely come in handy, but not something that I really care too much about getting. If Luke had higher stamina, I would throw him in this match. He was the winner of back-to-back Gauntlet Fatal 4-Ways, so I have a lot of faith in him to do that, but again, I don't want him injured. I can't risk it with that stamina level. So we are going to throw Randy Orton in that match, our newest acquisition to replace the Tribal Chief, and hopefully that will assist in getting us that power card and finally winning ourselves one of these cross-brand pay-per-views. So I'm going to go ahead and use an asset. We're going to buy the Bad Blood pay-per-view arena, and let's book this show. $30,000 cost. Alright, the opener, Hell in a Cell Fatal 4-Way, Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight versus Randy Orton versus Nathan Frazier.
1, 2, that's 3, bring it.
And LA Knight wins. Somehow. Okay. So our mid-card ambulance match, one-on-one Cody versus Braun for the title, the US title. And Cody wins and stays a double champion. That's unfortunate, but we did get a 5-star legendary match. The rivalry is complete there. I'll have to figure out something to not have Cody get double champion. Alexa and Kelani, that starts a rivalry. That's fantastic. And then okay, no, actually, I don't want to submit the rest of the card. I made that mistake last time. I'm not going to do it again. We're going to do these one by one. It's only a 3-star for them. Again, good to see Rhea finally getting some love and some action. Just calling out Wendy Chu. Akam and Razor against Akira and Otis. 3.5 stars, not bad. I don't care about your call out. And then the mid-card one-on-one Carl Anderson versus Charlie Dempsey. This match is probably going to suck. Charlie Dempsey wins. 3 stars. So we absolutely blew out everyone in the mid-card. And Fatal 4-Way, let's do the main event, Fatal 4-Way Backstage Brawl. Fingers crossed for Kelani. Bring this home. Bring it home. Yes. Yes, Kelani. Okay, so we finally won a cross-brand pay-per-view match with the other brands, and it is our new Golden Girl Kelani who comes through in the clutch and wins us that match and gets us that power card. So that's perfect. We absolutely dominated everybody. Wish we could have won that opener too, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Let's see if we were able to make a dent in that gap between us and Ava. So we gained 151,000 fans. Okay, 103 for Mutiny. Again, that's Mr. Fuji. He's not going to be doing anything this season. NXT 103. That's a good sign. And WCW 112. Okay, so we gained 40,000 fans more than the next highest brand, WCW. So we should either be in second or in first after this. Contract negotiation card, I will use that on Randy. Okay, so we are in second. We did jump Shawn Michaels. And we are only currently sitting about 15,000 from Ava in first place. And budget-wise, we're sitting pretty. $364,000 with 2 PLEs remaining, 10 total weeks to go before season 1 is over. So I'm okay with that. We are in good shape. The only thing that will concern me in the next episode is our stamina levels, because chances are a lot of our guys will be running low, but we'll deal with that when we deal with it. So let's move forward to the trades. I still don't think I want to make any trades. So it's good to see Rhea actually getting some love and some work. Now they're neglecting Kairi Sane, they're neglecting Jacob Fatu, they're neglecting Lexis King. Oh my god. What's Shawn doing? Not like I care too much. Tatum Paxley is about to die. 6 stamina. There Akira, JD McDonough, Caden Carter not being used. Kira Tozawa is a double champion with 39 popularity. Sure. And then WCW, Bianca Belair's doing great. Got Chase and Hudson doing great. Anybody at the bottom? Raquel Rodriguez, Zoe Stark, Liv Morgan, Lash Legend, Eddie Thorpe. A lot of superstars not being used at all. Okay, but I don't think I want to propose anything currently. So we're just going to end it. We'll see if we get any offers and we'll entertain them, but nobody that I really wanted to actively pursue. Jacob Fadu and Tama Tonga for $144,000. That's about half my budget for 2 people that don't ever see the ring. So no, I am okay. I will survive without them. And Zelina Vega and Lyra Vakira for Cora Jade and $98,000. No, especially not coming from you, Shawn. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark for Gigi Dolan. That's an $81,000 in cash. Now, honestly, this one I would consider, but I don't need 2 additional heel women. I could always turn them, but that's far too much work. Again, no. Okay. So we are almost at Survivor Series War Games. Alexa Bliss, thanks a ton for putting me in the PLE. Okay, so apparently a promo does count there, so that's great. You impressed me earlier when you looked out for my needs. Glad I joined SmackDown. It's going well at the moment. You're welcome. Triple H, we just got word that Hayes and West got into an unsanctioned backstage brawl. West was injured in the altercation, and we are giving Carmelo a 2-week suspension. Carmelo is becoming a disciplined case. You need to bring him into line one way or the other. Okay, so it seems like we lost both Carmelo and Wes for an undeterminate amount of time. Well, Carmelo for 2 weeks, but hopefully Wes's injury isn't too bad. Unless there's the cancel contract, he's a liability. No, I don't want to keep canceling contracts. So, okay, I will try. He hasn't seemed happy recently, and that's probably why he's acting out. If your superstars have low morale, they're likely to cause you problems. Thanks, Trips. The new shakeup. Specialized shows, matches with only specialists have boosted quality, but all participants lose extra stamina. Run-ins generate $500 for each point of popularity the star running in has above 60. Cruiser superstars triple the cost, but double the fan gain. I like this one, but I don't like the benefit at cost of stamina. You know what? I am going to take it because we do have a pretty large roster. We are able to keep people off of cards to recuperate stamina, and then I will keep an eye out for health spa cards to help recover stamina for my guys. It's the lowest. Oba. No, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But that seems like a good spot as any to cut this. So that was episode, I think we're on 4 now. Oh my God. So that was episode 4 of our WWE 2K25 MyGM series. If you did like this video and you'd like to see more content or more gaming content in general, not only from WWE 2K25, if I could ask that you potentially leave a thumbs up and like this video for the YouTube algorithm. And if you are inclined, please subscribe if you are invested in this series or want to see what is upcoming. We will have our WWE 2K25 My Rice series that should be dropping by the time you see this video, probably the next day. And then also in a couple weeks, we will have a Adam Fall playthrough that will be dropping on this channel as well. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.